We're here with the BD Boys podcast. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Y'all know the man, the myth, the legend, Quentin Dale Nichols. And we got one of our special guests. We call him Mr. Fix-It. Here with us today, Mr. Jay White. Jay, thanks for being with us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Brought Jay in today. Jay is the owner and operator, the fixer of all things of Anadarko Dozer. Actually, it's his wife. And WP Construction. Jay, a lot of people have seen your WP Construction signs around town. Kind of tell us about how WP got started.
WP Construction, White Patterson Construction. Most of you know me, but a lot of you don't know Brian. Brian does all the work. I just sit here and take all the credit. So in most things in my life, I would agree with that. Okay, so it's another one of those special situations that I have in which I have somebody in my life. And Brian and I have actually been together longer than me and my wife have been together.
It's impressive.
Brian came to work for me when I went to work for Crossing Construction. He was my assistant superintendent at the Oaks Country Club. And so going on 26, 27 years ago, Brian and I started working together, and he's gone on and done some things, and we'd come back together. And not long after I bought Anadarko Dozer, I saw a need for some smaller commercial stuff around town and here and there. And, we kind of hit and missed, and it's really kind of taken off in the last 18 months, 2 years, maybe 3 years. Been very thankful for all the things that have come our way.
Absolutely. Well, earlier, just thinking about it, you told me y'all have done, did y'all get, like, your big kind of start, was it with those tropical smoothies kind of up east?
We've done some in the city, tropical smoothies. We've done Dallas, Fort Worth. We've done Tulsa, surrounding areas. It kind of hit and died for a little while. And then some new management came in and called us back because of some problems with some existing contractors. And since then, it's kind of just blown up for us. And we kind of become one of the franchisees, main contractors that is also Tropical Smoothies' largest franchisee. And they have stores basically from as far east as Georgia, up into Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska. And so we've gotten the opportunity to start doing at least looking at most of those.
Yeah, I follow your stuff on social media and stuff like that. But, I mean, the main stuff, like around Elk City, so I really wanted to talk about, you got projects going on around Elk City.
We got a few.
Kind of wanted to talk about those. If you want to give progress reports or whatever, I know you love, hey, when's it going to be done?
Yeah, no doubt.
But just talk about, the airport's the biggest one right now.
Absolutely. I kind of thought I knew it was coming down. I've been told it's coming down the pipe. I kind of raised my hand and say, hey, we want to be a part of that if we can be a part of it. And so it was a hard bid process. We won the bid, and been very thankful for it. It's been a great project for us. It's kind of helped put us on the map a little bit, especially locally.
Absolutely.
But it's going well. The hangar is just a few weeks from being done. I do want to say that the tarmac in front of it is a separate contract. So when everybody sees that they're tearing out a bunch of concrete, that's not me. And so, but the terminal is a little bit behind it. And really and truly, if you're up there and peeking inside, the inside is basically done.
Mm-hmm.
All we lack is parking lots and stuff like that. And there's a few changes coming to some design issues in the parking lot. So it's probably June is when it should be done. So,
man, it looks good. We walked through it the other day. And
How big is the hangar? I mean, is it we were talking about jets can fit in there. Okay.
yes.
And then is that multiple? So that's kind of Elk
Yeah.
City's deal. They want to, if somebody needs to leave a jet here overnight or
it's like the one it's sitting next to, there'll be multiple planes in there probably.
Okay.
It's not a single plane hangar.
Okay.
It's for multiple planes.
Okay.
And it's very nice. It's got a bathroom. It's great big. It's got the new state-of-the-art doors that's going in. It's got a new tarmac going to be in front of it. Plenty of access to it. Radiant heaters to keep it, the right temperature in there. So it's very nice, state-of-the-art.
Oh, yeah.
Deal. And the terminal is through the roof nice.
It looks good. Is that what you went through?
We went through the terminal. Yeah. We couldn't quite. It was the day it was raining. We
Look at Jay and I. We didn't want to sink down in that mud too far.
Right. They're just finishing up the topsoil dirt work around it, trying to get some sod down. And so 2 inches of rain on top of it didn't make it very conducive.
They didn't plan for the rain.
It was a little bit of time in between.
No, that thing looks sweet. I mean, and that's a lot of people don't visit the airport,
Right.
but they don't understand how vital the airport is at Elk City too.
I mean, it's a big time. It's something that we needed very desperately.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know it's not something that that people don't want them out there, but if you're ever by, people ought to take notice how many big jets.
Oh yeah.
Private jets coming in and out of Elk City Airport.
Mm-hmm.
It would be mind blowing to most people in this town.
Oh, we see it, of course, because we're right next door, and we're we go out there, and Chris will look up the the tel number. Oh, that's such and such. I mean, it's a vital to get businesses into this town, or look at our town to move businesses here.
Right.
I mean, that's something you got to have.
Absolutely.
I mean, something we need to brag on him a little bit about. It's very difficult for me to do this, but
appreciate
he put a lot of time and effort in the softball facility out there, building the new hitting facility and all that stuff. And I mean, if you go in it, if people want to go by and look at it, that is an outstanding job that he did. And of course, I mean, again, it's very difficult for me to do. So, when Jay does something, he doesn't do it the easy way. It's usually going to be done right.
That's right.
And so it's very neat.
Part of my deal is when my girls were coming up, and you've got girls coming.
Oh yeah, we're there weekly,
and I wanted to leave something for the girls behind my girls.
That's right.
And I just was appalled that, man, our girls changed their clothes in the parking lot to go practice.
Yeah.
And this isn't right. You know what I'm saying? We do everything else, but hey, let's spend some time. And I stood on the ledge trying to jump off of it. And thanks to Brent Metter, he's the one who shoved me off the ledge and said, "Here we go." Thanks. Yeah, I think it's Brent, but Brent did it and shoved me off the ledge, and we went out and got the money. In the summer softball league at this time was really doing well, and they dumped a lot of money into it, and we were able to raise about $120,000 somewhere in there, and I put some money in it. And so, yeah, when I build something, I want it to be there. I don't want the walls to be down. I know there's going to be baseball, softballs flying around.
Oh yeah.
So it's got to be worthy of kids. Kids are rough on things, so it's got to be worthy for a long time.
The only thing I'm going to pick on them about, so I was taking some grounders with the kiddos last week. I kind of started breaking a sweat, and I said, "Somebody turn on the AC in here." And one of the other coaches just commented and said, "Well, why don't you make a donation to put AC in here?" And I said, "Good point." No, it's phenomenal though. I mean, it is such. I mean, with our wind and the crazy weather we have out here, shoot, it's so vital.
Well, we talked about heating and air conditioning, but we've got 3 roll-up doors.
Yeah,
and you can open it up. Most time, you're playing outside anyway. You're in the shade when it's hot. The only time it's really, really a problem, and I know that some people are looking at possibly putting heat in it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, I've been in there when it's sub-zero outside. If you're working, you got a hoodie on, you're probably pretty good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And so it's there's some other groups using it that don't work as hard, I think, and they want some conditioned air.
Yeah.
But I think if it's used for what it's used for, you in that part of it, it's got the heat and air in the locker rooms, in the bathrooms, and the coach's office.
I was just talking about an out of shape.
I'm not worried about you. Well, I'm not going to take in grandmas. And but I don't know where you're wanting to go with this, but I was just going to, Jay's very involved in our local sports and school and all that stuff, and And I kind of had a question for him because I was talk a little bit about booster clubs and stuff like that. You're very involved in it. And, I used to coach and teach and all that. And kind of my philosophy on booster clubs may be a little different. And I would like to get what you feel like a booster club should be doing. What's their role? Where should they go with things? And to me, the booster club is a very integral part, and especially in today's world, of how successful you are. And the more people you get involved and the more people that want to help and go do things, the more successful you are. And as a coach, you want it to be, a lot of coaches, and I'm a little different, I feel like, that they want it to be of everything that you want. I don't feel like it should be everything you want. I think it should be a booster club should come in and give you the needs and the stuff for the kids, And so I was just I'd like for you to hit on that because you're very involved in it and you do a great job of it. And, that's kind of what I was going to ask you.
Okay. Well, I've been president of the softball booster, 6-7 years now. My wife's been basketball booster president for about the same time, and we're about done. We're on our way out the door. But we both, when we moved to Elk City, we were very much bought into the brown and white and very much wanted to be a part of this. And we're both kind of those type A personalities that jump in and go. But yes, I believe that we try to provide the things that the school financially can't.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we run in a time where the schools are always strapped with money, especially seem like Oklahoma.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we try to fix the holes, the things the school can provide, whether it be uniforms, whether it be extra balls for batting practice or bats. Most kids, a lot of kids nowadays have their own $450 bat, but we have lots of kids that can't afford a bat,
right?
Or shoes or meals when they travel. We've been very successful the last few years in raising money. We have a great group of people that support us. We run anywhere from 30 to 50,000 in our budget every year, and this year we're able to send our girls to Branson to a great big tournament.
That's awesome.
And the softball girls, and I know every year the basketball girls go do some stuff. And so, man, it's kind of like the baseball boys used to go to Arizona, and this year they spend 3 or 4 days down in Broken Bow. So those are the things that a school can't really do that the booster clubs have been able to do.
Yeah, I just, you and I argue stuff all the time, and it's more just kind of we find our weakness and we kind of pick at that sore a little bit.
No,
but I truly believe that, again, you go back and the more kids feel good about themselves, if they can get out on the field with a good-looking uniform and swing a bat or, out on the basketball floor with good warm-ups and things like that, if you have a group of kids and they can walk out there and feel good about how they look and that, again, it's a different world. Used to they, I got hand-me-down baseball gloves.
Well, I feel like you got that from Deion Sanders.
Yes, a lot of
look good, feel good.
There you go. That's it. But and I just feel better about themselves, whether it's in practice or when they're in normal play. And I think Jay, you've done an excellent job. And not to brag on you too much, but you've done an excellent job on choking. I know. But you're right to take the bull by the horn because it's very, a lot of people want to help, but they don't want to lead. And I think you've done a great job of that. I had a great group of people, Mark DeLeon's, the Ronnie Reds, and people like that helped me. The Joe Millers that were very integral part of building the baseball program, and I think that you should deserve, along with your wife, probably more so my wife. Yeah.
Yes, Angie. But you're right. I mean, and we've talked about this many times. We live in a place I mean, an amazing place.
Mhm.
And when you get people bought in, which is this community has a ton of people that want to give and want to help.
It's a really been a good deal. You know, you make fun of me, but I'm on my way out. But I walk in the football. I have no reason to be in the football locker room the other day, and Sparks calls me and says, "Hey, I need you to go look at something. Talk about Mr. Fix-It. I want to know if that wall was a load-bearing wall. Coaches wanted to tear it down." And so I go in there and look around, and I'm like, I was appalled by what I see. And so once again, I've opened my mouth, and now we've got another project started.
That's not, well, it's not surprising that you opened him out.
But before football season, I plan to have a remodel done on the football.
We were talking about that, and that football facility, that dressing room was built in 1980. That was my sophomore year here.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a long time ago. And I mean, that's over 40 years. And it's time. I mean, it's needed.
When was modesty? I mean, you're pooping like you're in prison.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. You know what I mean?
Hey, I was in there too. I mean, shower parties.
Trust me, when I was over, here, and then I went to Southwestern, played ball over there, and I mean, if you were modest, you were not.
I know it's a different time, but let's upgrade it a little bit. It's not going to take long. I'm hoping to have it done before the football season starts, and we've been given some things already, and we're going to make it look nice. And that's kind of what you talked about earlier, pride in what you look like. But if we can get the facilities to look nice, and we can get our coaches to buy into that pride, and we're going to keep our facilities nice, we're going to look nice, man, that's half the way there of playing nice.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You bet.
If you can start building some pride in how you look, how you act, what you do, what you say, we're a long ways down the road of raising young men and young women, the type of people that we want and coaches want and we need in America.
And that's the most important thing out there. So transitioning into that, I want to talk about, there's a place in this town that I'm going to be hitting a lot of hole-in-ones on this summer, and that's the putt-putt course. And if you didn't know, WP's doing the putt-putt course too, which is huge deal in our community during the summer. I mean, when you're talking about those ball fields.
Hey, does our bet go into the putt?
Absolutely, dude. Have you seen that place?
Yeah.
I don't stand a chance. I've been scouting it. It is scouting it. But you talk about those facilities,
the greens, before they get the turf going in there.
I've been trying.
A level out there to see if
I've been trying. I got my spies out there.
I think I'll be okay. I've seen anybody.
You'll be okay. But when you talk about the complexes out there during the summer, I got excited driving by it yesterday.
It's beautiful.
Oh, man, you're going to have that. You're going to have the swimming pool complex. There's just so many things.
Swimming pool, water park, brand new Arrowhead. You can't knock Elk City.
No.
For not doing the things to bring people to this town. You can't, whether last city manager, this city manager, the city council, whoever it might be, whatever it might be, you cannot get down on them for what they've done for the town.
That's right.
Because we have more than anybody, maybe in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Well, I said last time, we live in the greatest place, and I think.
Oh, 100%.
I truly believe that we live in the best place in today's world we could possibly live in.
Absolutely.
I really do believe that. So
no, that's going to be a big asset this summer. And if people hadn't driven by out there,
they need to drive by. Marnie Tosh did a great job dreaming this up, thinking it up, working with us. We worked with her in the design. Brian's done some other things. He did a library remodel, and from there he got thrown into the putt-putt golf course deal. And so, but we've had a great relationship with Marnie and building this thing and designing this thing, and working with other contractors here in town. The landscaping is through the roof, and Clouds did a knockout job. Rodney and those guys. It is a sight to see. You need to go by and look at it, and it's not quite done yet, but it's just about there. The last thing will be turfing the greens, I guess you would say it, and so it's getting pretty close. Also,
what's the project? Are they trying to go summer?
Oh yeah. No, I think year less than 30 days.
Cool.
So
that'll be awesome.
No, that's a big deal, and it's exciting. to say the least. You got any other big projects going up?
No, there's a few small remodels here and there, but there, I haven't heard much in this town, but you never know. We're looking at some stuff in western Oklahoma. There's another hangar coming in Hinton that we're going to look at. There'll be hard bid stuff, so we'll just have to find out who gets it. But
well, we don't want to forget your full-time job with Anadarko Dozer.
I mean, there's a little bit going on there too.
Yeah. So we know that oil and gas is
that's why I'm married to Brian, because Brian takes care of WP. I just get the credit.
That's right. That's right. Well, no, we appreciate you coming on here today, and one thing I forgot about is that Ford has employee pricing going on all the way till June 2nd.
Absolutely.
You're one of the first person I called, and I you get perked up.
You got 2 pickups coming.
Jay, I said, hey, Jay, you want a deal? He said, well, what kind of deal? What kind of deal? But no, I mean, employee pricing, they hadn't had it since 2006, I guess. So, heck, I was in high school in 2006. You guys were out working, being a grown-up, stuff like that. I don't know.
Have we ever been roughed up? So we got to be grown-up shit.
Sorry, yeah. Still acting the same you do. But employee pricing till June 2nd on every single vehicle line other than 25 Super Duties, which it was, but it's not. It's below what we own the vehicles for. People are like, well, how do you make money? Well, we get reimbursed. I mean, there's a little bit of profit there, but you can buy it just like the people who work at the factories for Ford. Better than we can buy it on D-Plan. You and I went. Yeah. So a great time to come out. We got tons of vehicles. We got Chris Coy flying around trying to sell something. Ray's just knocking his head on the door every day. We have to kind of slow him down a little bit, and Kirby, everybody's ready to sell. Our pickup and delivery is still going on.
Oh man, let's do it.
Quentin Dell and I, we've been a little short-handed with the captain out at meetings the last couple of days, so we've been manhandling the pickup and delivery.
Is the captain meeting or golfing?
Yes. Yeah, I tell you. If the weather's nice, there's an angle. If he has a meeting, there's gonna be a golf game.
Oh, you told me we talked about angles yesterday, didn't we?
You dang right.
So you always got to keep that angle in there. But no,
We did talk about that, didn't we?
we did.
Got one coming. Don't
Yes, and we told Jay before this started. Famous Dave's Sweet and Spicy Pickles is not a sponsor yet.
Yeah.
But we do like to eat.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. That will change your life.
You think they'll be mad if I use my fingers?
Oh no, the girls won't know. They won't know. But no, hey, thanks for coming on today.
Hey, thanks for having me. It was a blast.
Oh, absolutely.